Hey, what's up everybody? This is StrangeVoodooTV. I'm Buddy Strange, and long time no listen, or long time no talk, however it works. That doesn't matter. What matters is I just want to say happy 500 subscribers, everybody. We're getting somewhere. And it's all thanks to you guys. All thanks to you guys. I mean, I know I put in the hard work. I know I put in the sweat and the tears and only one-time blood, but that's neither here nor there. But, you know, I want to liken it to this. I may be the car or the driver, however it works best in this analogy for you guys. But you guys are the engine to this thing. I mean that fully and wholeheartedly. I mean, you guys are the reason that this car is driving as well as it is. And look at me. I look at me acting like I just reached 1 million subscribers. I mean, but as the user and good bud to this channel, X-Wing Studios said to me on here a little while ago, I think a few months back, actually when I had exactly half the number I have now, probably a little less than half now because I'm doing this a little later than I should have. But they said, work every day like you have 1 million subscribers and you'll get there. And you know what? I'm gonna hold them to that. No, we're on our way, but I'm aware that 500 is somewhat of a small achievement in the grand scheme of things, but it's an achievement to be celebrated nonetheless, and something that I both didn't really think I'd reach and something I thought I'd blow right past depending on the day. But I just really want to thank all of you. Seriously, I appreciate every single one of you, and I'm glad to have you all along for this, I mean, crazy ride. I mean, just in the small amount of time of me just focusing on the highlights, we've had shoutouts from players themselves. I mean, like Rod Smith, Gilbert Brown, Jake Plummer, Andre Reed, Charles Woodson, Wayne Corbett, Antonio Cromartie, and way more. And not even just the players themselves. We've had friends and family members of the players reach out, like Maurice McDonald, son of Ricardo McDonald, Javier Spikes, who's a cousin of Takeo Spikes and Brandon Spikes, and Frank Whitetreck's brother, as well as other family members and friends as well. I mean, we've had some nephews and some other sons. Ken Riley's son. It was an honor to speak to him and have him grace my video. He really enjoyed my highlight of his dad, and that meant a lot to me because I knew it meant a lot to him, and it was just a really cool moment for me, and I could tell by the interaction we had that it was a really cool moment for him and his family, and just that was really cool. And while I have a moment here, Ken Riley better get into the Hall of Fame in 2022. Has to be done. Let's get it done. In all seriousness, Ken Riley, a legend, and his son, can't thank him enough for taking the time out of his day to come check us out, as well as the many other family members, friends, and the players, as I said, coming in and checking these videos out. That's just awesome. Any interaction with players, I always make sure to tweet at them if they have Twitter, and if not, you know, try to reach them in some way. And it's always fun to have them respond back, which isn't all the time. It's not every video, it's not even most videos, but it makes it all the more special when we do get one where they express their gratitude and thanks for the highlight. It's really cool. It's really cool when that happens. And it doesn't stop there. I mean, we've had people who may or may not have worked for some teams and or the NFL, which I say may or may not because, you know, they claimed it. Who knows? But I'll meet them at face value on that, and I'll take them for their word. I have no reason not to believe that, so that's been really cool. I mean, on top of that, we've been featured on websites like legacy.com, defector.com, SB Nation. We've been featured on FanBuzz and just plenty of other websites. I mean, we've been shared on Facebook and Reddit and whatever, you know, all those types of websites. And shoot, we've even made it into the Kentucky Pro Football Hall of Fame, and that was so cool. And I'm glad that they reached out, and it was a lot of fun to be a part of that. And just you guys, the outrageously awesome fans of the game who watched, liked, subscribed, commented great words of encouragement, good vibes, and just your outright support for this channel and myself, and the fact that you've given me more suggestions, way more suggestions than I can even handle, which I do appreciate. I do really sincerely appreciate all your suggestions, and I hope to eventually get to all 55 and counting in due time. And again, thank you for all your patience while I try to get everyone's done. Don't think I hate you if I don't get to yours right away, because I don't. I promise I'm working through them, and we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get everyone's done, and the many more to come, which I'm sure I'll get to those too. But yeah, it's been really awesome to watch this grow and evolve from even back when it started loosely as a gaming channel, which we might look at incorporating that back in some form or fashion down the road. I know I've said that before, hasn't come to fruition just yet, but we're working on it. And even to when I tried my hand at weekly pick'ems and breakdowns, don't really see myself going back to that one, but it was fun while it lasted. It was fun while it lasted. To now, getting to my true passion from even back in the day, almost 20 some odd years ago, when the flame was sparked in me when I first messed around with video editing and things like that, messing around with the camcorder. I mean, I used to edit my video games, GameCube video games. I used to edit my GameCube video games on iMovie when that first became a thing. I'd record them onto a VHS tape, and we had a converter that I used to get it onto a computer. And from there, kind of grew to this, which is crazy to think about looking back on it. But it just took me long enough to get here to this point. Yeah, I was creating highlight videos of my Madden plays way back in the day. And if I can find some someday, which I know there's somewhere in a closet on a drive or something, I know there's somewhere. I might look at sharing some of those good memories. I even did my own football follies tapes and things like that. It was a good time, and I might share that with you guys sometime, which would be cool. And yeah, I've been able to marry that passion of video editing and things with my absolute and unending love for the game of football and the history of the NFL. And I mean, I like to look at this channel as not necessarily a highlight channel, which is how I present it on the surface, I guess. And it would be a good descriptor. I'm not gonna lie, it would be a good descriptor of the channel. But I like to look at it more so as a museum of NFL memories and lives, and just the people who have helped build this game to what it is today. The players have passed and the people have passed. It's a visual, and in most cases an auditory snapshot of whichever player or whatever decade they played in. It's the history of the game broken down by the individual players that you all suggest, or the ones that I decide to do. It's in essence the preservation of my most favorite game in the whole universe, and I'm all about preservation of the game and its history, and more importantly the video and the players and all that. I'm just all about that, and I can't express to you how much I respect the Sable family, Ed Sable, Steve Sable, for just caring so much and building that empire of NFL films, and even spreading that out to the broadcasts. I mean, the NFL itself, NFL Network, Fox, CBS. It has all these elements, and it's because of Ed Sable and Steve Sable and NFL Films and their passion to preserve the history of the NFL visually and auditorily, and I respect that, and that's something I take seriously, and that's what I'm trying to do here in a creative way, which I know they did too, and they did a really good job of it. And some of my best memories are sitting down watching NFL film stuff, and I just I have the mindset of a David Baker, where he just loves the game and loves the history and wants to preserve it, and that's something I respect, and I'm so glad David Baker is the head of the NFL Hall of Fame. He's a great dude for it, one of those gentle giants, and you just gotta respect someone like that, as well as the Sable family, and just the dedication to preservation is just phenomenal. And I just wanted to take that quick, I guess, minute to just express my appreciation for those individuals who are dedicated to preservation and are my role models for that, and what I do on this channel and why I do it. If you wanted a little peek into my mindset. But yeah, I mean, I do hope for this at some point to become a full-time thing for me, however that comes about, you know, whether it's me doing my own thing on here, which I really hope is the case, but, you know, if I get an opportunity to do this on a different platform that I haven't even envisioned yet, we'll see how that turns out. And I do promise, if I ever get an opportunity to switch platforms, if that becomes a thing, I will let you guys know, and I do want your opinion on that. Not right now, it doesn't have to be right now, but down the line, if I ever get an opportunity to do this for somebody else on their terms, I do want to keep you guys informed and, you know, have your opinion on that, whether I should do that or not. I mean, ultimately, I know it's my decision, but, you know, in everything I do, or at least in most things I do, I really value your guys' opinion. And at the very least, I want to keep you guys informed on, you know, where this channel's going, what I'm doing in regards to this channel and the videos and things. I want to keep you updated and in the loop of StrangeVoodooTV operations and things. That's why I've done question videos and why I've done State of the Unions and announcements and things like that. Because if you're going to value my time, I want to value your time, and I want to make sure you guys know what's going on. So, and I'll ask that question when it comes to myself and to you guys. We'll see how it goes. But really quickly, I do want to offer a special shout out to those who have supported me on my Patreon, which is the best way to support this channel. You even get a special weekly newsletter over there, but shameless plug aside, I know you see at the end of the video there's always a special thanks to my Patreon subscribers for a couple seconds. Really quickly, I do want to offer another special thanks to my Patreons, Avatar368 and Aaron's Quiet Place. You both have helped me buy a few energy drinks to stay up the really late hours that I need to stay up to complete these, and stay somewhat functional, at least enough to put the old magic into the videos, as well as, you know, the percentage that goes to the charity of your choice. Really cool too. So yeah, I really appreciate all of your support, as well as the many of you who have liked, commented, shouted me out, retweeted, repub, subscribed, or just simply watched my videos. Even just one video. Thank you so much for that. I mean, there's a multitude of ways to support this, and I'm grateful for every single one that you have done. It's been a real blessing to see this get to where it is, and I can't wait to see where it goes from here. Which players or family members that we get the pleasure of having join the exclusive club of appreciation, the people that we'll come into contact with, I mean, the growth of you guys, my buds, my strangers, you know, all the group, whatever you guys want to call yourselves, and just, you know, the great things that will be made of this. I plan on doing more than just highlights at some point. I do want to grow, and I do have a good number of ideas brewing up in the old noodle, the old noggin. Just need them to come to fruition, and I can't wait until we see them through. That'll be an exciting day. But, I guess I've talked all your ears off enough, so I'm gonna head out. But lastly, here's to the 500 subs, 504 as of recording this video, and the next 500 subs. And if you have any type of beverage around you, or, just act like you do, would you please lift it with me in a toast? A toast to the game of football and the preservation of the unique individuals who made this all possible. And one more time to all of you who have helped make this possible for me and just have supported me and just everything you've done for me. And thanks to you guys. Alright, and just in case you're wondering, no, I'm not fancy enough for wine or anything like that, so what I was just drinking was a Gator Light, if you've heard of those, and if you haven't, look into them. They're pretty good. They're like, like a Gatorade version of Pedialyte, and, if I did happen to get to where I was drinking a lot of wine or whatever alcohol, wine's not really my preference for alcohol, but whatever it is, the next morning, Gator Light might be good for you, or for me. Anyway, and I haven't said it in a while, so I'm excited to say it once more, and hopefully more in the future, as I do mean every word of it. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Peace be with all of you. And as always, I'm Buddy Strange, This is Strange Voodoo TV. Keep it strange, everybody. I'll see you in the next one, and peace out.